Hey guys, it is time to work on my July reading wrap-up, and I have spent yesterday evening sketching this cute illustration. I wanted to draw something for such a long time, and I finally got around to it. I saw this cute picture with cat in the frame, and I decided to do my take on it. I tried, but I could not find the author of this picture, so if you know what it is, let me know in the comments so I could properly tag them. Anyway, I am going to use acrylic gouache because I wanted to paint with acrylic gouache for a long time. It is my favorite medium. Also, look at my nails. They are stunning, and I got them done for Taylor Swift concert in Vienna that got cancelled, so I'm still salty about it, but it's okay, better safe than sorry, right? This is my selection. Let's go. I decided to start on leaves because they were the most intimidating part of this picture for me, and I have no idea why, because leaves can be almost any shape, you just wiggle your brush. But anyway, I had a good selection of green colors and I ended up mixing some of them together, which I don't like to do, but I figured with this small painting it is okay. I would not run out of the mixed color, nor it would dry up on me. If you have worked with acrylic gouache before, you surely know how quickly it dries. But I still love using it. As I said before, it is my favorite medium and I'd love to know what is yours if you have any. I wanted these leaves to have this gradient going from a light green to dark blue, similar as it is on the picture I took inspiration from. And then I took the smallest brush I own and outlined all the leaves in the darkest color. It was a task, but well worth it. The line art, even though quite wonky, tied everything nicely together. I added this neon green color to a few of the leaves and it made all the greenery so much lovelier. Then it came time to work on the sky and I was unsure about the cerulean blue I chose, but I did mix in a little bit of misty blue to tone it down slightly and bam, perfect color. For the goose, I used white and orange as one would, and I experimented a little with the colorful line art and it turned out so good. Oh, and let's not forget about the ribbon. Just something small to break up this big white blob of a goose in the middle. Guys, I have not done a proper acrylic gouache painting in such a long time and I think this turned out adorable. There is usually a calendar and a list of all books I read during the month on the next page, but because I finished only 4 books in July, I mean only for me, if your 4 books is the best you could do, that is completely okay. Well, I read more than 4 books during July, but most of them I did not finish, or like for the Dream Thieves, I already made spread for it last month. So today we are going to talk about 3 books, but more about them later. I am trying something new today. For this page, I wanted to do a collage similar to what I do on my book review pages. I looked through my all stickers and washi and I could not find anything geese related. So I went with generic green stationery, mostly because I have those tags only in green and they will provide a space for me to write down the titles of the 4 books I finished. There is a mix of everything in here. Squared paper, book pages, flowers, dots, tags, the only cute blue washi I own, anything really. And I am not showing you this, but I attempted to handwrite the title and it did not go well. So I used these letter stickers and I wish they were a bit darker, but anyway, it still looks way better than my handwriting. Now let's finally talk about the first book I finished in July, and that is Do You Like Vampires by Sakuragi Hanako. And I am almost 100% sure you've not heard about this one because it just got released few weeks before I found it on Everend. It is a very short story, only about an hour long, and it was so enjoyable. I can't tell you much about it since it is so short, but let me try. It is about a novice writer who only writes vampire stories, and he always enters the annual writing contest, unless he forgets. And as he is sitting in a coffee house or restaurant, I'm not sure, working on his next story for the upcoming contest, he comes across what he only thought was a fictional work, Vampire. For some parts of this story, you might think you know where it goes, but I was truly surprised by the ending. The author brought something new, well, at least new for me, to all those vampire stories I have heard so far. I'd like to read more from this author, but I couldn't find anything. But I do hope there will be more works in the future. It was truly short and accidental read, but it surprised me, and it was the second best read of the month. I gave higher rating only to The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, but I talked about it in my last reading wrap-up since I finished it at the beginning of the month, and I did include it with the previous book of the series, so it would be all and nice together, and I would need to make one less page today, which I am so grateful for. Okay, next we have The Reformatory. I was excited about this book for a long time, and it was finally time to read it, or listen to it. It is much easier for me to listen to these longer stories than actually physically reading them. Let me know, what do you prefer? Are you a strictly physical reader, or do you like audiobooks as well? I feel I am listening to books more these days than physically reading. So, The Reformatory is a historical fiction, which is a bit outside of my usual reads. It is based on or inspired by a true story of the author's family. Definitely look it up. And there are even more books mentioned at the end of this book to learn more about this. And I truly appreciate it. This story follows two black siblings as they navigate the Jim Crow Florida in the 1950s. One of the siblings, Robbie, I believe 12 years old, is sent to a reformatory for kicking a white boy, son of the largest landowner in town. And it was not just out of the blue. The boy asked for it, being all inappropriate to Robbie's sister. He is trying to survive there because the school has very strict rules and it is not that rare that the boys go missing. The reformatory is also haunted by ghosts of boys who died there, and Robbie has a talent for seeing them. And let me tell you guys, we finally get to read about 12-year-olds acting as 12-year-olds. Oh my god, they are kids. Yes, they do stupid things. They pee themselves when they are scared. It was so refreshing to finally see real 12-year-old kids. Despite there being ghosts, I was not scared myself while reading the book, but I was feeling scared for the siblings. Truly scared. Because some humans are bigger monsters than ghosts. And paradoxically, I was afraid more for the sister Gloria. There was especially one scene I don't think I will forget soon. She was doing everything she could to bring Robbie back before it is too late, and I was not enjoying is not the right word, but you know, I was not happy when we switched to Gloria's chapters, and there were a lot of them, but she grew on me with time. But also, I would appreciate more chapters from Robbie's perspective for sure. I felt that dread of what's to come whole time while listening to this book. It is definitely worth the read, but not suitable for faint of heart. Okay, and the last book for today is Guns of the Dawn by Adrian Tchaikovsky. To be honest, guys, I already forgot I read this book, and I was so excited to finally read it after all those good reviews I kept seeing, but sadly, I was just bored, which I am so gutted about. I don't know if it is because of writing or because of the story itself. I have no idea. The only thing I remember are swamps and dread. It is a story about war between two neighboring kingdoms, and when our main protagonist's country lost too many of their soldiers, they conscripted women to the front lines as well, with barely enough training to hold a musket. We follow Emily, one of few well-off ladies who decided to join the ranks, and I did not like her at all, and I don't think I enjoyed any of the characters. They were all forgettable and uninteresting to me. There was also a romantic triangle, and it was so bland. I honestly did not care at all, partly because it took her the whole freaking book to decide, and it was just hastily thrown together at the end. And I don't know, guys, I was rooting for completely another person to end up with her anyway. It was refreshing seeing a story from woman's perspective fighting in a war, and I hope to read more books like this, but this one was just an okay read for me. I want to try other books by this author to see if it was just the story or if this writing is not for me. Have you read Guns of the Dawn? What did you think? It has an incredibly high rating on Goodreads, so I guess most people who read it liked it. And if you read any other books by Adrian Tchaikovsky, let me know your favorites so I know what to check out next. And here it is, guys. This is my July reading journal update, and I think it turned out super cute. I absolutely love this line art I did and this little bow. It is so cute. And look at all the leaves. I'm so happy with that. And here is the page with all the titles of the books I finished, and I added some geese stickers I found. I am so happy I found those, and I added a bunch of dot stickers because why not? Also, this washi tape, you don't notice it at first, but it adds this nice touch to the page. Okay, so here is the first book, and I tried to do my own writing. It is not perfect, it is all just not that good, but I decided to try it, and I am so glad I did. I think it added this something to the page. I love this sticker I added here for the reformatory. I know these stickers are in no way similar to the plot of this book, but these were the only pink stickers I had, believe it or not. So I just decided to go with these because why I like to make the page represent the story within. I think I like it even more when I make the page in similar colors as is the book cover. So this is my reasoning behind this page. And the last book for today is Guns of the Dawn, and I loved this sticker sheet, so I decided to use quite a few stickers from it. I love this crow so much, and these roses. So yeah, if you want to see more, here is my favorite reading journal video, and here will be my last bullet journal plan with me video because I love how it turned out. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.